Princess and the Frog is one of my favorite Disney movies. Not just because of its stunning animation, lovable characters, or catchy music, but because hidden beneath the surface is a powerful and often overlooked message. A message about blessings, purpose, and the unexpected roads we sometimes have to walk to receive what's meant for us. Today, I want to explore the journey of Princess Tiana. How her transformation into a frog, something that seemed like a curse, was exactly the path she needed to walk in order to reach her true blessing. And how sometimes the things we resist the most are the very keys to unlocking our destiny. At the beginning of The Princess and the Frog, Tiana is the embodiment of hard work. She's dedicated, focused, determined, and she believes wholeheartedly in the idea that dreams are earned, not wished for. She watches others wish on stars, but she keeps her head down, relying only on effort, not magic. Tiana pours her heart into saving for her dream, opening the restaurant she and her father once dreamed of together. She works hard as a waitress, denying herself luxuries and sacrificing time with her friends. All because she believes that hard work alone will secure her future. But life isn't always fair. And when she finally thinks her dream is within reach, she's crushed when the realtors, cloaking their prejudice and polite excuses, tell her that someone of her background isn't suitable to own a prestigious establishment. In that moment, something inside Tiana breaks. For the first time, she feels that maybe hard work isn't enough. And out of sheer desperation, she turns to something that she once thought was silly. She wishes upon a star. That simple act, that small, fragile, desperate prayer is so much deeper than it seems. It represents surrender. It represents hope after heartbreak. And though she doesn't know it yet, it's in that very moment that her blessing is set in motion. When the frog, Prince Naveen, appears, promising a shortcut to her dream, if she kisses him, it feels like the universe is playing a cruel joke. And when the kiss doesn't fix everything but instead transforms her into a frog, it seems like her worst nightmare. Everything she ever worked for slipped further away. But the thing is, the blessing had already arrived. It just didn't look like she expected. Tiana thought her purpose was simple, to open a restaurant. Prince Naveen also thought that his purpose was simple, to regain wealth and status. But they were both wrong. God had something greater in store for them. Their true purpose wasn't found in individual dreams. It was found in each other. The journey through the bayou, the struggles, the setbacks, the lessons all served to strip away the false ideas they were clinging to. Tiana had to confront that while hard work is vital, love, joy, and connection are equally important. And Prince Naveen had to confront that wealth and status were hollow, without someone to share life with meaningfully. As frogs, they were forced to see themselves for who they really were, without titles, without appearances, without the safety net they once relied on. They had to transform inside before they could transform outside. And this is true for all of us. Sometimes God makes us walk a road we never would have chosen. A road full of hardships, delays, and painful self-reflection. Sometimes we're asked to face the very thing we swore we never would. Just like when Tiana was a kid and she boldly told Lottie I would never kiss a frog, only to find out later that kissing that frog was the beginning of her dreams coming true. There's beauty in that irony. It reminds us that the blessings we receive are often wrapped in the very challenges we try to avoid. That sometimes we have to be stretched, humbled, and even brought low before we can be lifted up. There's been a lot of rightful criticism that Tiana, Disney's first Black princess, spends most of her movie in frog form. And while I completely agree that she should have had way more screen time in her human form, I believe that the time she spent as a frog is a powerful metaphor. Tiana's time as a frog wasn't a punishment. It was a necessary, refining moment. It represented the ugly, messy, sometimes painful process of growth. The internal work we all have to do to prepare for the blessings we dream about. She and Prince Naveen were always human at heart. They just had to shed the parts of themselves that would have sabotaged their dreams if left unchecked. And when they finally reclaim their human forms, they do so hand in hand as husband and wife, ready not just to chase their dreams, but to build a life together. Tiana does get her restaurant in the end. But by then, she knows that true success isn't just about achieving a goal. It's about who you become in the process. It's about the love, partnership, resilience, and faith. The Princess and the Frog teaches us that dreams are real, but they may come wrapped in unexpected and even uncomfortable journeys. And the path that looks like the end might just be the beginning of something far more greater than we could have ever imagined. Sometimes the blessing is in the detour.